Hey guys, and welcome to a new vlog. I don't know why this crow is like so fucking loud. I have my balcony door open because it's gonna be like over 80 today, and this crow is just so fucking loud. It's like she wants attention. She can totally fly in here and be in the video. I like wouldn't mind at all. Anyway, we have a vlog today. I was gonna do my fucking favorites video for this month, but I'm feeling a little nauseated, so we'll see how that goes. Today, I'm just gonna be doing a regular vlog, and since you guys asked me to talk about the time where I wanted to watch Chris pee, or I had this like fascination with my friend Chris peeing, the video that I mentioned this in will be linked in the description if you want to go check that out first. But basically, I had a fetish with trying to see my neighborhood friend Chris pee when I was like 8 to 11 years old. And I'm going to tell you that story, and it's going to be really weird, and hopefully you guys can relate to it. But first, I want to give you guys a few updates. I feel like when I do these vlogs, I need to start giving you guys updates on my life again and stuff. So one of the things that's really interesting is that I started my clothing line, my merchandise line, and that is linked in the description as well. It'll be like at the very top. It's scrimgear.com/store/Tara Babcock. 25% of my proceeds are going to go to charity, and if you buy anything, please use hashtag Tara Babcock merchandise on Instagram or Twitter. Also, you guys chose which shirt I wore today. I bought a bunch of tank tops from Hot Topic because they were having like a tank top sale, and they had some of my favorite things ever. Like I got an Oliver and Company one, I got a Totoro one, Slipknot, and there was another one, I don't remember, Captain America. And some of those are like my favorite things, and I posted all of the images to the shirts, and I'm like, which one do you want me to wear today? So if you guys want to have cool extra content like that, Instagram is the one that I use the most, the social network that I use the most. So, yeah, I would appreciate a follow at Tara Babcock. Anyway, so, Chris. Chris was my next door neighbor and my best friend, and is still, I consider, one of my best friends, but we don't talk as much anymore because I, like, literally have no time for in-real-life friends. I just don't spend time with anyone other than Jay. It's not a thing that I do anymore. I've talked to him about doing Let's Plays like we used to when we were younger. Obviously, we didn't record them, but we would play through games together, like Monster Rancher, Worms, like literally everything. Dragon Seed, we played fucking every PlayStation 1 and 64, like fucking so many games together, and we did it like every day. But when I was coming into my sexuality, no pun intended, coming into my sexuality, I don't know. I'm feeling silly today. I am very caffeinated, so hopefully I can tell a good story, right? I was coming into my sexuality, and I didn't understand what was going on with me, but I was very fascinated with what was going on with male genitalia and how they pee differently, how they stand up when they pee, and I wanted to know more about what was going on there. And it was an urge that was very strong. It was an urge that was as strong, I would say, as some of the crushes and some of the, you know, sexual escapades that I get into now, where I find a guy that I really, really want to have sex with, like this YouTuber that I've been talking about or whatever. And I just really want it to my core. And it's like just a strong sexual urge. And I didn't really understand it at the time, but the only way I can kind of process that I wanted that was that I was just curious about my sexuality and about a man's sexuality, and I wanted to explore it a little bit, and it was like that kind of urge, but I was so young that I wasn't able to process that desire into anything sexual. It was just kind of like a curiosity. You know, like when you see those like little postcards with the little kid who's like looking down his pants, and then the little girl that's looking down her pants, and they're like, oh, that's not what you have. I have something completely different. It's just like a healthy curiosity that today would for some reason be gross to people, but it's totally normal when you're young to be interested in genitalia, to have crushes on the opposite sex, but not really understand why you do. And it's just part of you becoming a sexual being. In a lot of other countries, like, your sexuality starts as soon as you start your period or as soon as you can ejaculate, and that is like much earlier than people have sex in Western society. They usually wait until they're 16 plus. And I think that has to do with just the society, and it also has to do with the culture and the reasons why people have sexual relationships, if they're just meant to procreate rather than meant to just have fun with it. And there's different things that change at what age people are meant to have sex in what society, but that doesn't matter in this video. It's just something that I went off on a tangent about. So, I had this fascination. I just wanted to watch Chris pee, and I'm sorry, Chris, if you ever watch this. He has watched one of my videos before and made that clear. A video entitled People I Love, where he's in it because he's very important to me, and he was like, oh, that's so sweet. So I don't know if he still watches my videos, but if you do, I'm really sorry if this is embarrassing for you, or if you have like a light bulb now on in your head, you're like, that's why she acted so weird, then that might be it. But I would like play video games with him in this extra room that my parents had, because I was an only child and we had a 4-bedroom house or whatever. And we had all the consoles set up, and when it was just me and him, I would want to play a game with him, and I like fucking mind fucked him, right? I was like, I want to play a game where we can't leave this room because like lava or something. I don't remember exactly why, but I wanted to bait him into peeing out the window so that I could watch him pee, or just like being able to see his penis once. Like that was just something I wanted to do, and it's so weird because his parents would always joke that we were going to get married because we spent all of our time together, and I never did anything sexual with him to this day, so this isn't going to be like a happy ending, like, yes, I finally saw the penis. I never got to see the penis, and it's sad. But after I turned like 12 or 13, I actually got a boyfriend of my own, and I was able to explore his body, so I stopped wanting to do it with Chris or whatever, and it made more sense to me once I got a little bit older and became a teenager, like 13, 14, 12, like what I wanted to do and why I wanted to do it with a penis, you know? Like, it was just me becoming a straight woman, you know, blossoming into a person, right? But there was this one time that his dad wanted to go to some kind of races. I think they were like go-kart races or something, or maybe they weren't even races. Maybe it was some kind of fishing thing. I don't know. But we went out to like a wooded area, like a giant wooded area for this like festival, and it was just he and I and his dad, right? And his dad was like, whatever, kind of a weird parent, like didn't really give a shit, was more of like a, I don't know. I didn't really love the guy. He was like a butcher or something, and he was like what I would consider the stereotype of like a butcher, right? Just like a cartoon character that didn't really give a shit. Like, yeah, go do whatever, son. So we just like ran off and started playing in this vast wilderness, and I tried to get us lost. I tried to get us lost so that I would have to be able to see him pee, even if it was just like from behind or something, and I just like really wanted it, and so I like tried to get us lost and then stayed out there for a long time and then said, oh, no, it's this way to get back, or it's that way to get back, and he was telling me like I really have to pee or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, just go over there, it's fine, cool, you know, and then we'll find our way out. And it never actually worked out for me, but it was like so exciting to attempt to do that, and it was really weird that we were allowed to go out into that forest alone, because there was like sounds of like wolf type things out there, and it got to a point where it was really dark and it was really confusing, and I started to feel like maybe we would get lost, and I feel like I'm leaving a bunch of shit out and just like misremembering some things because it was so long ago and I was so young, but I just remember very vividly that desire to want to make him do that in different occasions, like at my house, at his house, when we're out like at an event like that, or we're playing at a pool, like all of that stuff. I was just like, oh, let's do it, you know, but it never came to fruition. I'm sorry, Chris, that I treated you like a piece of meat that I just wanted to experiment on for my own womanhood. You know, I'm such a fucking reverse misogynist, man. I don't know. I saw you as an object, even though I respected you as my best friend. These are all feminist jokes if you didn't get it. Like, I always want to say, I'm not a fucking misogynist. I'm a misanthrope. You know what I'm saying? Because, whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really want to know. I already saw someone in the comments, a female, say that she also wanted to see her guy friends pee because that was the only thing she associated with penis, and I thought that was really awesome because someone else was like me. So I don't know if there's anyone else that has felt that way or had that urge when they were younger or wanted that for whatever reason. And I really just think it's a like sexual thing where I couldn't process my sexuality, but I had sexuality because obviously I had bloomed into someone who could have my period, which means biologically I could have children and I can be a sexual being. And that's kind of the way that I just processed it, I guess. I feel like women will have this happen to them more than men because men, like, it's interesting that men stand up to pee. Men don't really think about, like, women, I don't know, I feel like men are more like, oh, boobs, she's a pretty girl, I'm gonna punch her, I'm gonna hit her, and they don't really, like, do things like that. I don't know, if you are a man and you wanted to watch a female friend pee, or you just wanted to, like, discover what was down there on her, or wanted to, like, do something sexual before you understood what sex was, please post in the comments so I don't feel as weird. And, you know, I don't think I'm that weird, and if I am, fuck it, man. Being weird is so much better than being normal, and I'm glad that I'm at the place that I'm at today where I understand and am open with my sexuality, because otherwise I would feel so repressed and so unhappy, and I would probably be one of those people hating on other people's videos who seem happy and know what they're doing with their lives. And so I'm glad that I was an early bloomer, and I'm glad that I explored it, and I'm glad that I didn't hold myself back from desires that I had. Sometimes, like, food-based desires I wish I could hold back from a little bit better, but I'm working on that and doing pretty well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed, and post in the comments, please. Let me know how fucking crazy I am to you, or let me know how relatable this is, because either way, I hope I entertained you guys, and I will see you probably tomorrow. I don't know what day I'm going to be uploading this, but I'll see you soon for another video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my Metallica boobies. Bye, guys.